today. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Justin Herbert and the New York Giants.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Swim. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Giants.
So one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Zach Cunningham.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Taylor. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it.
Lamar Jackson.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way, and then try and match his athleticism.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
And he coughed it up. And who's got it? The Giants.
Jackson's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Jets.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Butker now to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Ball carrier.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Swift. About 3 yards there to the 27. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was taken down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
taken down.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Third down.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And while he did a good job.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson. Left side complete to Lockett. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold?
That's where we are.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13. So let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 24-22, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
To throw again. Jackson trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They run once more with Taylor. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
33-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. From the 36, Morgan escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Morgan off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They run with Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down. The give to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Morgan looks to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's third.
To throw is Morgan on 3rd down. And going deep for it. Got his man. Complete.
Come on, bring it, baby.
Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he knocks it through. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy, no matter what.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they bring this
this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help. Not
a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd.
Morgan. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Harrison Butker is set to
now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 40.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, Jackson, slant route, caught by Herbert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Forced out to his left. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Seahawks.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now.